What's going on, everybody? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in this quick video I'm going to be showing you guys my custom Lightning Collection Fighting Spirit Green Ranger that I have personally modified to look like the original Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. Now, in order to do this to your Lightning Collection Fighting Spirit Ranger, you only really need to change three things to get that original Mighty Morphin look: the holster, the morpher, and the helmet. So as you will see, the original helmet over here has these silver lines on it from the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. We have to get rid of those. The original Green Ranger did not have silver lines. Now, in order to do that, all I simply did was use some 100% acetone nail polish remover. I actually picked this up from Target, but you can get this stuff pretty much anywhere. And I took a nice silk cloth. You don't have to use silk, but I wouldn't use anything cotton because this stuff is very strong when it first gets on the plastic. If you're not using a nice wiping motion, it will actually degrade the plastic and make it slightly sticky. So you will end up with these little cotton hairs stuck all over your helmet, and you don't want that. So use something that's not going to leave behind all those little cotton fibers, and always use a nice little wiping motion. Don't ever just pour it on there and let it sit, because it can eat away, even maybe kind of deform the helmet a little bit. So be careful doing that. Get rid of all of those silver lines, and once you do that, you have the original Green Ranger helmet. Now, if you're like me, I accidentally erased the red diamond at the front because I didn't want to take the time to avoid it. So I simply took the paint off of it as well with the silver, but I was able to leave everything else. If you do that, I actually just recolored it on real quick with a red paint marker. Excuse me. I actually picked this up from Hobby Lobby. It was in a little 5-pack. And I will show you exactly what the 5-pack looks like, but you can pick these up separately. So here is the little 5-pack of markers. It comes with black, blue, green, yellow, and red, all the basic colors. You can even get these on sale, so you don't have to pay $12.99. But pick this up from Hobby Lobby, and the red turned out great. It's a great color, it's a great look, and it turned out very well. So once you accomplish that with the helmet, the morpher is actually pretty simple. All I did was take my gold metallic Sharpie and kind of blot in and color in all of the white. On the original one, you will see that the morpher is just a white color on the inside. So you need to fix that and actually color it in with a little bit of gold to kind of blend it in and make it look like a gold morpher. And then last but certainly not least, because it will be one of the most difficult parts, is you need to cut off the holster and attach it to the other side. You also need to color it in the correct color, which is black. Now, first off, let's talk about coloring it in. You cannot use spray paint or Sharpie marker or paint marker or anything like that on this holster. It is a rubberized material. Trust me, I tried just to see, but I knew I was going to have problems with it. I tried all of the above that I just mentioned. I tried spray painting it with 2 different types of black spray paint, both of which never fully dried even after days and eventually rubbed off and came off, all over the place. So I had to rub that all the way down and get that off there. Then I tried Sharpie markers and paint markers. Neither one of those worked as well. The Sharpie marker just rubs off and dyes it kind of a blue color. And the paint marker, once again, doesn't fully dry and rubs off. You have to use an acrylic paint to paint this. And what I did was I picked up for 50 cents this Apple Barrel black matte acrylic paint. 2054E is the actual number to it if you want to grab it, but it looks amazing. I like the matte looking finish on the holster. I don't like a glossy, shiny holster. And it went on, realistically, 1 good coat probably would have did it, but I did 2 full coats, and I think it turned out amazing. The holster looks great, and I simply glued it back to the belt using some Loctite super glue. And I will show you the packaging for that. It is the actual gel kind. It's very easy to use. It doesn't drip and it dries very quickly. So I highly suggest 1 nice big drop of this. Held it on there and it's not coming off unless I rip it off of there. So that is what I use. Now the hardest part about the holster is actually cutting it off. What I did was I got a new, very sharp, make sure it's sharp, X-Acto knife. And what I did was, let me hold this up here so we can see real quick. When this is attached to the other side, it is actually thicker on the bottom. So I made sure to cut off that thickness at the bottom and then go up the side, taking off just the front part for the holster to attach it on there. So you can see it's thicker right under the belt, and then it's skinny right here. There was a slight indentation left in the belt right here. And all I did was, to make this look up a lot better, I simply took my X-Acto knife and slowly shaved down around the indentation to kind of smooth it in and blend it in with the rest of the belt. And I think it turned out very well. I'm very happy with the way this Green Ranger turned out. Looks amazing. But once again, if you try this, these X-Acto knives are very sharp. Be very careful. Always cut away from yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to get hurt, all right? Please be very careful when using any kind of sharp blades or anything like that. Trust me, I know from experience, even knowing these things, I injure myself sometimes just being careless or accepting the risk, but it's not worth it. Please be very careful when using anything to modify something that is sharp and could potentially severely hurt you. So just be careful doing that. And yeah, I mean, I think this Green Ranger looks absolutely amazing. I hope the Green Ranger that we eventually get, that I know we're probably going to get, you know, I think it's going to look very similar to this. I would be anxious to see any kind of different accessories we get. I'll be kind of disappointed if it's simply just the correct looking version with the same accessories. I'd like to see something a little different, maybe even a different version of Tommy's head, maybe with his green bandana, with his out of action head mold. That would be kind of cool. But I hope they change it up just a little bit. But ultimately, this is what it's going to look like, and I think it looks great. Now, some people actually take it a step further and they paint the dragon shield a different gold color. To be quite honest, the gold color of the dragon shield doesn't really bother me. Eventually, I might get a nice acrylic gold paint and modify it a little bit. But right now, the shield, I mean, it doesn't bother me. So I left it the way it was. I think it looks great. It's going to display great. Eventually, if I do modify it with a different gold paint, and once again, you will have to use acrylic paint because it is that same rubberized material like the belt. You will not be able to spray paint it, Sharpie it, anything like that. It's not going to adhere to the material very well. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, just wanted to show you guys real quick my Green Ranger and briefly, you know, explain kind of how I did it if you're thinking about doing it yourself. But that is the stuff I used. Once again, be careful cutting off that holster. If you do it right, it will attach to the other side just fine and it will look great. And that has been my quick video. So let me know what you guys think about this. I want to see your guys' custom work. If you're doing any kind of custom Power Ranger or you know, anything, Transformers, Beast Wars, whatever the case may be, don't be afraid to share your work and your ideas. So stay tuned for more stuff. I'll be bringing you more stuff as soon as I can. And until next time, everybody, I'll see you next video.